Operation Southern Spear fractured something deeper. When footage leaked, boats burning against dark water, questions followed. Not loud ones, careful ones, legal ones. Taylor dismissed them all. "They're criminals," he said. The phrase echoed across networks. Some lawmakers whispered another phrase: war crimes. Taylor attacked them personally, calling them traitors. His low agreeableness thrived in confrontation. He enjoyed the fight more than the policy. Defense officials stood beside him, eyes forward, jaws tight. Calls for resignation multiplied. Taylor ignored them. Isolation no longer frightened the administration. It clarified priorities. Withdrawals followed. Climate commitments dissolved. Health coordination collapsed. Global frameworks unraveled. Taylor framed each exit as liberation. "We don't need them," he said. What he meant was, they don't applaud me. The world recalibrated without the United States at its center. The country barely noticed. June brought the No Kings protests. Millions marched across thousands of cities, handmade signs, leaderless chants, a movement that refused to offer a replacement. Taylor mocked them openly. Permits were delayed, routes altered, surveillance expanded, the protests burned hot, then cooled. Panic exhausted itself. The hum remained. Violence punctured the calm. The shooting of 2 legislators produced a data shift Ellis had never seen. Not a spike, a diffusion. Fear no longer clustered around events. It spread evenly, settling into daily expectation. When a conservative activist was assassinated months later, the country barely gasped. Shock registered briefly, then folded into routine. Taylor called both tragedies unfortunate. He blamed both sides. Equivalence flattened outrage into resignation. Even the parks were not spared. When the new National Parks Pass debuted bearing Taylor's face in gold relief, backlash flared briefly. Mockery surged, then faded. Visitors complained, then paid anyway. Taylor was furious. "They should be proud," he said. Self-centeredness had fused with entitlement. The idea that public space did not belong to him felt offensive. Ellis closed his notebook as dawn bled into the city. The hum was everywhere now. Not loud enough to fight, not sharp enough to flee, just constant. He wrote one final line before closing the cover. The country is no longer waiting to be told what comes next. Outside, the city moved on. Somewhere beyond Taylor's attention span, beyond his hunger for applause, the system refined itself again. Power no longer required persuasion, only endurance.